So today we are going to configure Netscaler 1, CTX ADC1 and ADC2. Both will be configuring under high availability. Okay, availability means so adding two servers in a one group, and if any server is down, the another server will be accept the connections. So for that reason we are enabling the high availability. So how to first upgrade the Citrix ADC, that means a Netscaler server, then we'll go for configuring the high availability. Understood? So first we'll upgrade it. So go to the lab. I'm connecting Netscaler 1 and Netscaler 2. ADC1 and ADC2 I'm connecting now. NSroot. So currently we are in 11.0 version. So whenever you want to upgrade, click on system upgrade and choose the firmware and we can upgrade it. Okay, but we have some restrictions when we are upgrading. So upgrade your ADC by the documented process found in our documents. So upgrading standalone ADC. Standalone is nothing but single server. So individually we are upgrading that. Okay. So how to upgrade, I'll show you that. First we need to download the 12.1 Netscaler software package from the citrix.com site. So now I copy the location . So this is called Citrix ADC, Netscaler ADC. Select this and it will show the list of versions available in internet and we can download it. So at present we have a latest version is 13.0 and you can check that Citrix ADC VPX release 13.0 and I need a 11.1 right now we are using, right? So either we can go with the 12.0 or 12.1, anything could be fine. So better I would recommend to download 12.0 and this is a firmware. So or else we can directly upload the main software package and click on this. See here, Netscaler VPX Zen server, Netscaler VPX ESX server. So our lab is built on the Zen server, so that's required. I will download the Zen server related package. It's a 433 MB. Guys, do not download it. So I'm downloading and I'm stored on the student desktop download folder. So we'll wait for a minute until the software is get downloaded to the student desktop. Yes, the package is downloaded successfully. Show in folder, it is in downloads. Let's go to Netscaler 1 and browse the software package from the downloads. What happened? And upgrade it. Not valid file. So let me download the firmware package. So I accept and I'm downloading the software. So before you upgrade, so we need to back up the Netscaler configuration, that is called ns.config file. So we need to copy that, and some other files also we need to copy, and that will be listed here. So once download ADC to the system server and upgrade to ADC to release 12.1x. So it will take 20 minutes of time, right? So this is the steps which is clearly mentioned in the document, and download the release build. And once it is downloaded, and we need to use WinSCP to connect your ADC server. So then we have to copy the files. NSconfig file, that is a Netscaler configuration file, we have to back up it. So that will give you any problem while you upgrading the Netscaler box, and we have option called rollback facility is there, and we can use it if any problem is arises on the Netscaler. So let's go for so now I downloaded the software package. So now go to launch. The package is downloaded. So on the desktop itself, there is a WinSCP file will be there. WinSCP. Just double click and you can open here, and you have to type the host name. My host name is ADC IP address 192.168. .99. And what is the username? nsroot. Now you can log in here, and this is a security warning. Just click yes, and continue here. So we successfully logged into Netscaler 1. So in the right side we have a Netscaler window is there, and the left side we have a PC local the student desktop PC screen is there. So this is a folder structure, and in the right side, so you can mention like a root means is a the main directory of Netscaler, and open here, and this is the main location. So here we have to navigate to nsconfig folder. Okay, nsconfig folder. So how to navigate nsconfig folder? So go to flash nsconfig, and this is a main file, this is a main location. So here we had to back up your nsconfig file, ssl file and licenses. So these are the files we need to back up it. See here, license, ssl, nsconfig, these are the files we need to back up. So for that reason, in my desktop I'm creating a folder backup of nsconfig. So here again I'm creating a folder name called 19ctx adc1. So better you want to set a permissions for the folder, read, write, execute, give all the users permissions, right, click OK. So now SSL, right click, or we have option called drag and drop also is there. So it is copied, and nsconfig file we need to copy that. Done. Next, license. So I took backup. So now everything is good. So next step. So we have a folder name called nsinstall. There is a folder name called nsinstall. So what we need to do, we have to copy the file from local system to Netscaler. So that is whatever the firmware we have downloaded, that we need to copy to here. See here, /var/nsinstall. Got it? So once we uploaded, the folder will be look like this is the one. So then after, so the files will be copied one by one, and after that the folder will be look likes and the file will be look likes in the Netscaler configuration. So then after we can connect with the PuTTY to the server, and we can upgrade it. So these are the steps we need to perform. So before that, go back, slash etc, sorry, slash var, right? ns install, and you can create a folder. What is the folder we can create? So now we downloaded click OK. Then after, so go to your local system, downloads, and we have a build. Just drag and drop here. So it will take some time. It depends on the size of your Netscaler file. Successfully the software is copied. So next step, so minimize the WinSCP and open putty.exe and connect the CTX ADC1 and click open here and click yes, and the username is nsroot and password also nsroot. So now we are successfully logged into Netscaler with PuTTY session, and from here we have to open a shell and click enter the shell. So we are successfully connected to Netscaler 1 and we logged into shell prompt. So from here we can install and modification, anything we can do. So we have some Linux commands we have to use and extract the .zip files, so which we downloaded from the citrix.com site, and go to this link location cd space /var and inside that ns install and the folder. So let me open that first. Cd space var ns install. Okay, so here we have 12 version. So now we need to enter. We successfully connected to the drive. So then after, and we had to type ls. ls is a command, a list of directories, and what are the files and folders and anything is there, it will show. So currently in that folder we have a build 12.0 is available. So now we had to use this command. So tar space hyphen zxvf, this is a command, we need to use that. So now I'll copy this command and paste here. star hyphen ZXVF and then after we had to type the exact copy the name of your and hit enter. So now successfully the files will extracted. So follow the document. So finally once the files are extracted, so we need to use a command called /install ns. This is a command /install ns and then it will prompt the installation whether you want to continue or not. So installation is all the packages one by one which is related to 12.0. So do you want to reboot? Yes. Now the server is rebooting. And close it here and open your Google Chrome browser and go to Netscaler 1 and refresh the page. Still the server is not rebooted. See here the console is changed. So Netscaler 12.0 screen is coming. So this is your 11. Version screen and this is your 12. And once you can log in and you can confirm also, no issues. So the appliance is expiring in 586 days. Don't worry. So this is only trial purpose we are using this. And you have to check this, what is the version of Netscaler we installed. It's a 12.0. Okay, it's successful install. Any questions? Any questions? No, right?